Hello! In this video, I am once again playing Hunger Games Simulator. Now, in this video, I am doing a Fortnite one again. Now, they don't always have to be Fortnite, so just if you want to see more of this, comment below if you want more Hunger Games videos. And also comment below if you want to see a different theme. I could do more Fortnite ones, I don't care. So just comment down if you want to see a different one, and if you do, what theme, and also if you want to see another Fortnite. How this works, though, is that it's a website, and it's in the name, Hunger Games Simulator. So you put a bunch of these characters in, like a bunch of these people, and it basically simulates a Hunger Games. And I also changed the events. And the events are things where, say, a lot of people would die in an event, or just things like that. It wouldn't happen that often, though. It's very rare. Like a few times an event would happen. And, well, I just changed the events. There are 3 events. And I'm not going to say what they are, but they might appear. Last time I also had 3 events, and 2 of the 3 appeared. But this time, though, I kept the one that didn't appear, and I also changed the other 2, of course, so we don't see the same thing. So there's no, like if you see the other video, you see that there was a cube event and a meteor shower. That will not be in this video. There will be different events. And yeah, let's just get on to who are going to be in this Hunger Games Simulator. We have Code Name Elf. He, spoiler alert, was the winner of the last Hunger Games Simulator. So we needed to bring him back, okay? So we don't have much people that are brought back, but he was just needed to be brought back just because he won the last one. We also have Default. Why did we bring him back? Just because he's a default. He's just a freaking default, okay? He just needed to be brought back. And next up, we also have Tomato Tom. And Tomato Tom was also in the last one. He is brought back just because he's kind of like my character in the game. And I also wanted to give him a second chance just because he's Tomato Tom. And the next one we have is Kevin the Cube. He's Kevin. He just needed to be brought back just because he's just for the reason that he's Kevin. In District 3, we have Wildcard and Thanos. Now, the reason for these is that Wildcard died first. I don't know how he died. He was literally the first thing that happened was that Drift killed him, even though no one grabbed the weapon yet. No one even started yet. He somehow just died before the thing started. So, yeah, we're going to give him a second chance for him to possibly redeem himself. Then we also have Thanos, just because he was actually the one with the most kills, if you don't count Kevin because of the Cube event. But technically, he was the one with the most kills. So, yeah, that's why he's here. Now we'll get to the new people, and these 2 are from Season 7, the Battle Pass, which is Trog and the Ice King. District 5, we got the mini gingerbread, and we also have, oh snap, it's the return. We have Icy Peter Griffin. It's not the Peter Griffin from last time. This one's Icy Peter Griffin. He's back for revenge. He needs to win this, and now he's icy. Look at that. Look at Icy Peter Griffin. He's just majestic. District 6, we have Fish Stick and Lil Whip. Oh snap. These are 2 food chains. Just like Tomato Tom, they are here, and they are resemblance of their food, I don't know, food shop, restaurant, whatever. And they want to battle it out to see who's the best food. District 7, we have Tryhard. There's no explaining. It's just a tryhard. And then we also have Mr. Love, because just Valentine's Day just happened. He just came out, and he's just a freaking llama, so why not? District 8, we got Bright Gunner and a gnome. Why? Man, I don't know. District 9, we have Yeehaw and Giddy Up. They're the two riding people. One of them rides a llama, one of them rides a unicorn. They are both very majestic. District 10, we have a dancing fish and the prisoner. Oh, snap. The dancing fish is here. He doesn't even know how he got here. He's just a dancing fish. How did he get into this? No one knows. Next, we have Marshmallow, of course, and Eon, which is the Xbox bundle skin. District 12, we got Greasy Greg Worker. Greasy Greg may not be here, but his worker is. And we also got Tender Defender, another food chain mascot. So, that's everyone in this Hunger Games Simulator. We are now ready to start. As the tributes stand on the podiums, the horn sounds. Prisoner grabs a backpack, not realizing it is empty. Prisoner, I thought you'd be smarter than that. At the same time, he has a lock on his face, so we can't see that it's empty. Trog runs away from the cornucopia. Default kills Giddy Up as he tries to run. Default last time got in like freaking, like, what was it, like 5th place with no kills, like a true default. He's out here now killing other defaults. He's like, I'm the one true default. And of course, I mean, the only person default would kill would be another default on a llama. Eon runs away from the cornucopia. Marshmallow, Dancing Fish, Yeehaw, and Tryhard share everything they gathered before running. So they're all sharing. Maybe they're starting a group. I don't know. Tomato Tom runs away from the cornucopia. Yes, Tomato Tom, be smart. Get away from there. Mr. Love runs away from the cornucopia. Wildcard and Ice King fight for a bag. Wildcard gives up and retreats. Good thing he gave up. Last time, he didn't have a chance to give up. He just died before the game even freaking started. Greasy Greg Worker and Bright Gunner fight for a bag. The Greasy Greg Worker strangles Bright Gunner with the straps and runs. Oh, snap. He wants that freaking bag that's probably empty. Lil Whip runs away from the cornucopia. Kevin the Cube runs away from the cornucopia. Codename Elf runs away from the cornucopia. Fishstick finds a backpack full of camping equipment. That's pretty good. Tender Defender runs away from the cornucopia because he's a chicken. Get it? Gnome takes a spear from inside the cornucopia. Gnome out here with a freaking weapon. Wildcard, Mini Gingerbread, Ice King, Icy Peter Griffin, and Marshmallow hunt for other tributes. I'm pretty sure. I forgot what the 4 were, but I know Marshmallow's in it. Maybe they're the group. Maybe they're the group again. Wildcard just joined the group. I don't know. Wildcard doesn't want to lose. He's trying to find some teammates to help him live. Thanos makes a slingshot. I don't know why he would do that when he has an Infinity Gauntlet. Tomato Tom injures himself. How? Yeehaw attacks Default, but Greasy Greg Worker protects him, killing Yeehaw. Greasy Greg Worker just saved the Default from another Default. Dancing Fish makes a wooden spear. Lil Whip travels the higher ground. Codename Elf repeatedly, there we go, stabs prisoner to death with a cess. I honestly don't know how to pronounce that. Gnome collects fruit from a tree. I don't know why, but I can see him doing that. Tryhard fishes. He probably does it, though, in a tryharding way. Mr. Love falls into a pit and dies. What? 5 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Giddy Up, Bright Gunner, Yeehaw, Prisoner, and Mr. Love. Kevin the Cube and Icy Peter Griffin tell stories about themselves to each other. How is that even possible? One of them a cube, and the other one's a freaking dog. Wildcard and Tryhard sleep in shifts. See, Wildcard doesn't want to die so much that he's even teaming up with a Tryhard. Marshmallow poisons Dancing Fish's drink, but mistakes it for his own and dies. Marshmallow, how do you mess it up that bad? How do you... It's a freaking fish. He can't even move. You could have just punched him in the face and he would die. Tomato Tom tends to Thanos' wounds. Why, Tomato Tom? You're supposed to be wanting to murder him. Tender Defender attempts to climb a tree, but falls on Mini Gingerbread, killing them both. Wow. The Mini Gingerbread just cracked into so many pieces. I can see it. Ice King, Default, and Trog discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Default, what are you doing? You have to run from everyone. They might betray you. Codename Elf thinks about home. Codename Elf, you already won this. He needs his second win. He needs to be aggressive. Eon falls into a pit and dies. That's just perfect. The final thing is always just someone falling into a pit and dying. Tomato Tom tries to sleep through the entire day. Icy Peter Griffin fishes. Ice King runs away from the Default. Ice King? You're a freaking king, and you're scared of a Default? Dancing Fish goes hunting. How does that even work? Tryhard injures herself, probably by building an entire freaking staircase to, like, the heavens in 1.2 seconds. Wildcard camouflages himself in the bushes. Wildcard is becoming a true bush camper, okay? He doesn't want to die. An event! This is the one that was there last time, but it never happened. The rocket launches. Lil Whip survived the rocket event. Icy Peter Griffin survived the rocket event. Tryhard and Dancing Fish gets hit by the rocket and dies. No, not the Dancing Fish. Thanos survived the rocket event. Wildcard survived the rocket event. He got really lucky. Fish Sticks tries to land on the rocket, but fails. Why would you even try to land on the rocket? What are you thinking? Default survived the rocket event. Of course he does. Kevin the Cube survived the rocket event. Codename Elf tries to land on the rocket, but fails. Codename Elf, you wanted your second victory royale, and you messed it up like that? Tomato Tom survived the rocket event. Trog survived the rocket event. Gnome survived the rocket event. Greasy Greg Worker survived the rocket event. Ice King tries to land on the rocket, but fails. 9 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Marshmallow, Tender Defender, Mini Gingerbread, Eon, Tryhard, Dancing Fish, Fish Stick, Codename Elf, and the Ice King. They all died. Can we get a moment of silence? No, just kidding. We're gonna go right into the next thing. Default defeats Kevin the Cube in a fight, but spares his life. How is the default becoming so powerful all of a sudden? How? He's so powerful. Wildcard sees a fire, but stays hidden. Wildcard is becoming the true default, actually. He's more of a default than the frickin' default. Gnome thinks about home. That rhymed. That's amazing. Tomato Tom begs for Icy Peter Griffin to kill him. He refuses, keeping Tomato Tom alive. Of course, because Tomato Tom's greatest back bling is Peter Griffin. And Peter Griffin, or Icy Peter Griffin, ain't gonna kill Tomato Tom. That's just not how it works. Wildcard diverts Icy Peter Griffin's attention and runs away. Of course, he's so freaking noob. Default, Thanos, Kevin the Cube, and Trog track down and kill Greasy Greg Worker. They all wanted him gone. And 3 of them was from last time. Like, 3 of them were from the last Hunger Games simulation. And then Trog's just there. 1 cannon shot can be heard in the distance. Of course, the Greasy Greg Worker. Because he got teamed up on by 4 freaking people. Trog, Gnome, and Wildcard discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Tomato Tom receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Default tries to sing himself to sleep. Icy Peter Griffin screams for help. For what? Kevin the Cube convinces Little Whip to not kill him, only to kill him instead. Thanos thinks about winning. He knows that he wants to win. He lost last time to a meteor. He ain't gonna let that happen again. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Tomato Tom decides not to go to the feast. Wildcard, Icy Peter Griffin, and Trog successfully ambush and kill Default, Gnome, and Kevin the Cube. What? So, literally, the new Default has just killed the old Default. Thanos cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Thanos, you were just thinking about winning. What happened to that? Wildcard sprains his ankle while running away from Tomato Tom. I don't think he died, though. I think Wildcard's still alive. Trog cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide again. What? What? They're all freaking just killing themselves. How is this? What? 6 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Lil Whip, Default, Gnome, Kevin the Cube, Thanos, Trog. They're all freaking dead. Tomato Tom and Wildcard huddle for warmth. Icy Peter Griffin unknowingly eats toxic berries. Wait, hold up. I just realized something. Are these the final 3? Well, I guess final 2 now. Is it between Tomato Tom and Wildcard? Wildcard strangles Tomato Tom with a rope. What? 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Icy Peter Griffin and Tomato Tom. They both died together just because it just feels like they're the most famous duo of all of FORTNITE Battle Royale. And the winner is Wildcard from District 3. What? He went from being the first to die in the last one to being the one to win the second one. And he did it all by being a true default. Icy Peter Griffin had 3 kills. Trog had 4. The default somehow had 2 kills. One of them being another default. The other one being because he had a freaking, team of, 5. I guess the first one to die this time was Giddy Up. I guess for this video, that was, pretty interesting. I can't believe Wildcard won that. And, Tomato Tom got so close. But anyways, if you want to see more of this, comment below. And remember, comment below if you want to see a different theme or the same theme of Fortnite. And if you want to see a different theme, make sure to comment below what theme, because I don't exactly know what themes I should do. So just have some suggestions out there so I know. Anyways, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed Wild card is your winner. So, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.